Yeah, it really is.
How important is it? Like, even for you, it's pretty admirable. I've seen you leave the podcast and be like, yo, I got to go walk the golf course with my daughter. And like, you know, I got to go pick her up a bag. Like, you're always talking about your family. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you have to have like a good rock, a good foundation. Your wife obviously is setting the tone for how your family's going to operate. Because you don't look like the guy who came up being like, hey, I'm going to be like the perfect dad. You look like the guy who came up being like, yo, I'm going to tear this place apart.
And I did tear this place apart.
Yeah. And we can go on YouTube and watch some of that. So how important is it to have a foundation in the world of moto like that?
I think for me, I started making money at such a young age, and I started partying and just like going back to you're a product of your environment. Like I was spending everything. I was having so much fun. And then, once I had my first daughter, it made me realize like, okay, it ain't just about me no more. Like I gotta do this. And being young, I was 19 years old when I had my first kid. Like I'm still hanging out with dudes I shouldn't be hanging out with and doing stuff I shouldn't be doing. But once I got with Suze, it's like, once I had like my rock, like my wife, it's like, she put it into perspective. Like, do you know how many people would kill to have your job that you're just taking advantage of? And I'm like, that's what made me really think about it and like take it serious. And that's like when I started winning everything. And to have a rock and a good foundation, like I think it helps so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, just somebody to hold you accountable too. Mm-hmm. It's so easy to get around a bunch of people that are just going to tell you what you want to hear.
It's horrible, right?
It's horrible. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. I can't connect with anybody like that. Like with somebody just tell me what I want to hear.
Yeah,
you know, I'd rather like my friends.
Yeah.
Like
you smell that shit from a mile away. Certain
exactly.
People.
It's like the homies are going to be like, dude, you're fucking up.
Yeah,
you know?
Get your shit together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I got people around me, like I got the best team. All my guys been with me for 10, 15 years, helping me build brands and media. If they don't work, like if the people around me don't want to drive and kind of take it to the next level, like you're just not going to cut it. Like the team is not about, you know, sitting back and being complacent. You got to have a passion and then surrounding yourself with people that have the same passion. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
As we look at the world of Supercross in terms of like Mount Rushmore, we throw that around a lot, you know, in terms of like basketball and football and baseball and MMA. Like you have your opinion of who's on the Mount Rushmore of Supercross. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of Supercross?
My Mount Rushmore, okay, obviously Ricky Carmichael, James Stewart, and this is my era too. You got to keep in mind, you know, I've gone back as a fan and watched the old races, watched the races from the 80s and those guys. Bailey. Yeah. And that just wasn't what I was brought up on. So my perception is going to be a bit skewed, but those Jeff Ward, Johnny O, Rick Johnson, those guys are
badasses.
Yeah. Gnarly. But I would say Ricky Carmichael, James Stewart, Jeremy McGrath, it's just tough because then you're choosing between really
you guys that are really good that should be on there too.
You're choosing between Villapoto, Dungey, Tomac.
Yeah.
I just have to go RV just because, you know, I got family ties. I got family ties, but yeah, massive respect to all of them. I wish Mount Rushmore had a few more heads on it.
Yeah.